Riyadh's double standards laid bare, as Iran's war with the US and Israel unfolds. After pushing Trump toward conflict, MBS now whispers caution behind closed doors. As Arab states rally against Iran, bin Salman quietly backs away from the battle plan. Riyadh scrambles to recalibrate. The shadow of IRGC retaliation looms large. So what really drove MBS's U-turn? Rising oil prices or fear of Iran's revenge? Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is now calling for Gulf restraint, even after earlier moves that some say forced the US into war with Iran. According to reports, senior Saudi officials were angered by the scale and timing of the US-Israeli strikes on Iranian targets. These developments were first reported by Middle East Eye on March 1st, citing two Gulf Arab sources familiar with the exchanges. Instead of backing further escalation, Riyadh privately urged its Gulf allies not to provoke Iran any further. MBS personally conveyed this message to leaders in Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates, Middle East Eye reported. Saudi officials warned that any miscalculation at this point could ignite a full-blown regional war. Notably, MBS's appeal for calm coincided with global oil prices soaring by as much as 13%. While Riyadh publicly condemned Iran's missile strikes across the region, behind closed doors it was sending a more cautious message. In private, Gulf leaders agreed that Iran's retaliation had been less severe than initially feared. This sentiment was later reinforced by Saudi Foreign Minister Faisal bin Farhan al-Saud during phone calls with regional counterparts. As tensions rose, the six-member Gulf Cooperation Council held an emergency meeting to assess the unfolding crisis. In a statement following the call, GCC members warned that they reserve the right to respond to any future Iranian aggression if deemed necessary. Gulf Cooperation Council released a statement that said, and I quote, "will take all necessary measures to defend their security and stability and to protect their territories, citizens, and residents, including the option of responding to the aggression," unquote. They also stressed that stability in the Gulf is a cornerstone of global economic security. This comes as, over just 2 days, Iran launched at least 465 missiles and 357 drones across the Middle East. In total, that amounts to more than 824 projectiles fired from Iran, with strikes stretching from Cyprus to key hubs across the Gulf, according to reports. After once urging confrontation, Riyadh is now carefully weighing the risks of a potential IRGC backlash. A report in the Washington Post claimed that Israel was not alone in pushing Washington to launch strikes on Iran. Saudi Arabia also reportedly pressed the Trump administration to hit Iranian targets. According to the report, Saudi and Israeli lobbying intensified as diplomatic talks between Washington and Tehran began to unravel. In public, Riyadh spoke the language of diplomacy, but in private, MBS was urging Trump to take military action against Iran, the report added. Analysts say MBS's dual approach reflects his desire to avoid devastating retaliatory strikes on Saudi Arabia's vital oil infrastructure. On February 28, US and Israeli forces launched coordinated strikes on Iran that resulted in the death of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. In response, Tehran has vowed what it calls the most ferocious retaliation for the assassination of the 86-year-old leader.